had a little bit of a technical difficulty there. I don't know. My camera didn't want to work, but I think it's working now, so that's good. As you can see, I just got back from the Ron Paul kickoff at LSU. He was kicking off his youth college tour, and about time I finally got that thing off. And I've been dealing with that since about 3:30 this morning. It went really well. I think we gave out all the tickets. So anyway, I'm wearing this super, super cool dress that I borrowed from Allison last semester and never gave back. Anyway, oh look, it's my knee. Okay. So, I'll tell you a little bit about the Ron Paul thing. I will say that the topics he brought up, I didn't disagree with anything that he said. He mentioned that the government should have less to do with our personal lives and our personal choices. He sort of emphasized more individual accountability, which I really approve of. I think that people should want to do the right thing rather than feel like they're being forced to do the right thing by the government. Because, really, it's part of integrity. I feel like people should have more integrity than they do. I'm currently still getting over the sinus infection, so excuse me if I'm sniffling and stuff. But yeah, he made some really good points. He mentioned a lot that the U.S. should focus more on fixing itself before we try to go fix everyone else. And that's a little arrogant of us to be like, oh, well, we're the best, and we know what's right and what's wrong, and so you should follow our lead, and you should do what we say, and let us fix your country. I totally agree with that. I feel like you can't set a really good example unless you're really good as it is, and then through that people will learn from following your lead. And so I think that's a fantastic thing that he's doing as far as that goes. He didn't mention anything about gay rights. I've heard from secondary and tertiary sources that he's not very pro LGBTQ rights, and that's kind of a bummer. I don't really like that. But so far, he's the candidate that I like the most, especially of the Republicans. I don't like Republicans. Not much. I'm an independent, so I don't really like Democrats either. I don't think there's any candidate that I will fully endorse and totally like. But as of right now, if we were to vote right now for the President of the United States, I would pick Ron Paul, because he has, for the things that he has mentioned, and again, we didn't get a really thorough overview of his beliefs and what he would change. But as of right now, I'm really, really liking his anti-war stance. I'm liking the states' rights. I feel like the federal government's getting a little too much power. That's just my opinion. I don't really like talking too much about politics because people tend to not like me after. I don't know. Anyway, it was really cool. And then after the speech or whatever, we all went to the Ron Paul headquarters in Baton Rouge, and there was barbecue, which I got a really, really good hot dog from. Really good hot dog. And I got to meet Ron Paul, and I got to take a picture with him, and that picture will be up as soon as the photographer feels like putting it up. But I got a picture with him. He was really, really cordial. He shook my hand, he asked my name, and he was like, "It's really good to meet you, Liz." And so, it was really nice, and even though he was in a rush, because there were tons of people trying to meet him, even though he was in a rush, he took the time to shake my hand and say hey, and so it was really good. He has a really good handshake, and I feel like you can learn a lot about a person from their handshake, and so that was really, really, really good. It was You know how most guys are, like, afraid to shake girls' hands because they're afraid they're gonna, like, break us or something, so they're like, yeah, he didn't do that. Nor did he, like, try to break my hand, nor was his handshake overly hearty, like most politicians. It was really good. It was firm, not too limp. It was good. He also wasn't as polished as I thought he might have been. He, like, you know how some politicians, they smile and they're just like, ching, you know, and just there's too much pretense and too much polish and not enough substance. Well, he wasn't like that. He could have been any 70-something-year-old man, and I really liked it because it meant that he's really down to earth, at least, you know, in a public sort of arena. I guess that's the word for it. Anyway, this is getting to be a really, really long thing. But that's okay. Maybe I'll edit it down. Maybe I won't. You'll just get to see more of my beautiful face. Haha, just kidding. I'm actually going to end it now. And I will post the rest in the morning or something. Just to space it out a little because that was a really long vlog. And I was landing on my cheek, so it's kind of red. Oh well. Anyway, I just wanted to give a proper sign off, and see you later, Ains.